And I'm back.
Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
Huh. You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! Judging from those shiny weapons...
Rahman.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time at... Brothers! For that slight!
Nowhere to run! Time to go. Judgment is upon us. You stand condemned. Guilty. You stand condemned! Guilty! Boring!
No. I'll save that.
Clouds high. The birds call!
Surrender!
Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul! It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pit. King Deshret will curse.
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count them.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino. I will now take my leave.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there? Sure.
Once we're done here,
Yeah, you're the reason.
it's not the time to go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really a...
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you... In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goal.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that... So, we'll find Tainari and convince... The sages have placed spies every... You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone, you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you... Come on, give me a smile so that I'm looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's go. It's time to pay...
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardis Di just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, Have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Really?
Well, you're the only one who's ever made...
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, I will personally supervise her treatment and...
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes... You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, luckily there is still... It's just as the academia, and that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but my master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do...
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't... The academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The academia, yes, but I suppose he's lucky to have
I see. So you noticed something was up.
This may well be how Sino... Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down... Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to... He also said that he'll take care of everything before... Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went.
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look.
Want a taste of my hammer?
So troublesome. Time to go to work.
Skills.
Shh! Don't draw. The port is crawling with...
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he... Wait.
It's time to say good...
Wait. Is he the...
Huh? You mean...
And where are all the soldiers?
They were all here just a...
So this was a trap. Wait. Don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to party...
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Pardis Di is not a...
I believe we've already made our...
But you've been in Sumeru for some time.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have... I've done my duty to inform you.
It would seem that my words... You can keep trying to deny it, but...
With all due respect, your base...
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Pardis Di as a scholar. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our converse...
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not...
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Shouldn't get careless.
Worthless!
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tighnari! Beat him up!
I will stabilize. I will have order.
Wind strike.
I guess.
As one with wind and cloud.
Surrender! The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
This isn't good. Leaving so soon?
Disappear!
No escape!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it! Hypatia's still... Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Pardis Di and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey! Traveler! What are you...
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for... But this also shows that humanity's... Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this... I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking, and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory.
No.
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
Oh, I already know.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he should... where is the that means anyone outside is in danger!
Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible. Fear of something so common.
Shell for you.
Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by...
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started to tap. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were...
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. My wound aside...
Hey, didn't I tell you...
Just in case... Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself?
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, Traveler. Now you may start.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about?
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent... Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some...
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past.
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself...
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan.
Yay! That's...
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
You can just focus on your plan. Leave Hypatia to me. My wound isn't going to get in the way. Oh. Okay.
You need to rest.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination to avoid alerting the quarry. They will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait, you...
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, you...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone.
Not at all. I was actually...
But you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join?
Huh? You mean... you...
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait. I can't believe my ears. You are truly... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru. I must... But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you...
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us...
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Well said. A good night's rest.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep.
Okay. So I guess that...
Yep, good night. Today is the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Alhaitham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Hello, you two.
Not really. What about you, Alhaitham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of...
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to
The only thing you're doing is...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is... Many restricted commands and operations are executed via...
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a...
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So,
Don't forget, today is Niagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Niagarbaha Day.
everyone should be in position. All that...
Let's go.
So are we just...
Yes.
Paimon can't think of...
scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaven?
That's me. Is something the matter?
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion?
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
And?
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed... Look, based on what you already know,
Is that so? The sages search for you. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this...
Hey, shh.
As I expected.
It's nothing. Well...
All right. Thank you.
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone... Nowadays, the academia is...
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even...
We shouldn't waste any more...
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is...
There are a lot of students going through here.
The Academia marches to a fast... Just act natural.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand...
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's...
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak back...
Who knows? However...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
You're... What's Grand Sage's Are doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care.
I'm sure. But compared... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please...
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nyargarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion. Gods exist on a plane. Care for the people, fend off. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Surasthana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray.
I hate them? Are you talking about—
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia's Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about her ready for your perusal.
Excellent. Detail as it is near Garbaha Day.
We'll be monitored, just like sign.
With the Akasha's calculation, to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case...
You're
despicable? Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following...
Must I delineate your entire... First off, judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert.
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just...
The Academia had not received correspondence. With their instigation, what was the
Regardless, that's only a guess.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser... Sneak into the Academia on near... Should your intentions be discovered, Al-Haytham will turn... As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless, even if you impugn me.
You misunderstand. However,
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Al-Haytham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
I don't know why. No. I just figured that out. Like, I'm...
Don't lock us up! Let us out!
Paimon, shut it. That's not gonna help. Yelling out the window is not gonna help. Someone's just gonna tell you to be quiet.
Oh, yeah. Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh?
Marvelous.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to... What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right.
Apart from that, we still have yet an... She's always been the... Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down...
I can...
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only... According to the Academia, that way, even if we break into the Sanctuary of Surasthana...
So our job is to wake up Nahida!
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the Sanctuary of Surasthana. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
No wonder you've been with... Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... The faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Wi-Fi signal.
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the... I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening, kept looking for a way so I can catch up to greater... But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Sir, the sage, and I'm...
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet. Now that I think of it, do Archons have them? Should Archons have I been doing the right thing? Am I real? How do I... It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning.
Who are you? Whose voice is that? You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you...
I'm fine. It's just... When I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago. Huh?
Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up Nahida, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think Yep, so that...
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance.
But if anything happened...
Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilou, how's it going?
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though...
Well, thank you both.
Ooh, that's all right. Let's get back to business. Nilou, We'll be here to keep people from going to the Academia, so...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better?
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of...
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy. Do you want some candy?
Vihar, I'll pass on the candy, though. I could... Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace... Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too... Speaking of... Oh, it's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusan, with the doctor's tech...
How despicable of that.
But, this is... I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the artistic It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to...
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And
sure sounds that's pretty clever. I just have one...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to
The Akasha will turn human...
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, This plan's still...
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this.
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for... Here they come. Did you see that, Raman?
After laying low in the city for so...
We couldn't do anything.
With a lioness like you, the prey...
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report following those black...
Indeed.
All right, let's each take a road.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in it. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person after...
You've got a point.
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do?
Oh, yeah,
You only need to think of...
Okay.
Hey! They're here! I can see the Academia guards!
Alright, it's time...
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
Are you kidding me?
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily. The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you! Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally...
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad. Where should I go?
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad. Oh, how is this possible? There's also an Academia guard.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad.
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand... Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you?
Phew, that was rough. I almost...
Little brat!
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. After stepping into our...
An ambush? How's that possible?
You've spent all your time hiding...
This is odd. The Academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? Who is... I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. I would... Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are...
What happened? Just what is going... Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord... What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. Go to the Akasha indeed. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the traveler that... No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the...
Confirm? No. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? If we have to confirm the then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves?
In the beginning, it was I who...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you.
Stay here and...
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be...
What a comical sight. Once the Akasha, you all can only see the world in your mind. And precisely she has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino. Have you been... The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But I didn't expect it to turn...
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your...
I truly did not...
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore. You want to buy time. As for the investigation...
So what?
No. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but... thinking about it, when Paimon...
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big...
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's,
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with...
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands. So Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the Sanctuary of Sir... We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
they say it's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams. Conscious, thank you so much for coming to rescue me. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
Exactly!
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endless... My concept of... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
It's okay.
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their...
Wow! That's the spirit!
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better... If you haven't even figured out how to be... Yes, true. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me After that, after all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. If we don't stop the god creation...
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up. How's it going, Nahida?
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly... Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal.
It's adorable.
You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! All the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the trap...
It's hard. It's only a flying device. But you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comfort... Nahida, you're a natural at this. What you just said made Paimon...
By the way, there's something I need to... Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting. You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide. I'm glad I can rely on.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting?
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
No. It's not playing the role. But it's this. In the literal sense. This. I don't know why that made me think of that. I don't know if... Gold sign out. If that doesn't work out, I'm gonna switch out.
What is this place? Is this really the way? Wow.
The sages wanted to realize their god Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back.
Yeah, or else the...
Is that it, though? I've always thought that this doctor is different from the academia sages. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process.
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer? We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one. The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite...
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. Tell me more about him and what he... The more we know now, the better we can plan for... I see. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Gather!
Time to work! Time to fulfill my duty. Isn't time for a break yet.
The birds call.
My work.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned.
Yes. This is it.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Let's begin. I will end you.
Wind Strider.
Let's end this quickly.
Rise!
This isn't good.
You'll get frostbite.
Solidify!
Crisp.
As one with wind and cloud.
Flash rod. It's time for a flash freeze. Frozen food.
Gather! Surrender!
Pay your dues.
Wind Strider.
Judgment is upon you.
Guilty. Their penance is due. You stand condemned.
there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Yep. Missed that. Oh well.
Here!
I'm gonna be really good about this. I'm going to end up screwing it up. There. But I gotta be like...
I'll put you on.
Solidify!
Shouldn't get careless.
Here comes trouble.
Wind strike!
I will end you.
Stabilize!
This is trouble. Almost.
Solidify! Futile! Wind strike! Surrender! Cloud time!
This quickly!
Birds call!
I guess this is it. Come at me. Have a look.
Stabilize!
You can't run! Well, shouldn't get careless.
Nowhere to run! Through me, justice is served. All guilty!
I see through you! You can't run! Looks like I went too far.
This is order. Futile!
You need to hurry up! This one's well done.
One with wind and cloud!
Feels clogged!
Gather! Wind strike!
Useless! Lament! Worthless! Foreign!
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed. Oh no. Are you nervous? If you really want... Yes, I am. I feel not just nervous, but curious. Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet... So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. And now, at long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Ah, so that's what you mean. Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
world would be so eager for my birth. I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something! Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis. Can you feel it? The exhilaration.
Hito wouldn't feel the same thing.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place.
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. Tevat's current peace, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws.
Is that so? This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Perish! Insignificant past! Useless!
Stabilize!
Feeble human! My endless cycle
Solidify!
begins!
Stabilize!
Useless! Churn! Insignificant past! Gather! Perish! Stabilize!
Fallen leaves.
At my command,
my knight.
you shall fall!
Time to go.
Solidify!
Useless.
Churn! Stabilize! Insignificant past! Solidify! Feeble human! Gather! I will have order!
Disappear!
My endless cycle begins!
Judgment is upon us. Your penance is due!
Solidify! Insignificant! Burn to oblivion!
Here!
Gather! Kneel!
Clouds high. The birds come! That hurts!
Stabilize! Reality is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, You're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Boor.
A thousand eons, mine to dominate!
Solidify!
To oblivion!
Gather!
Time to go, as one with wind and cloud! Reality is pain!
Through me, justice is served. We stand condemned. This is order.
Good riddance, cruel world. Boring!
Crush!
Time to go.
Stabilize.
Useless. Worthless. Wind strike. Your new god awakens!
Even bedrock can be turned to dust.
Now, your eyes have been opened.
Stabilize. Solidify.
Reality is pain. Humans. Filthy humans. No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining... Forbidden knowledge? inference seems logical, and forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years. Then, a second instance of forbidden, but I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge.
Yes. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge.
Do you?
I'm just sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, but now we have a chance to. We can cross the. And then we'll let each of us meet, even within the. Don't worry.
Sorry, what did that say? Hold up. Need to return saving mine. I'm sorry, sir.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose control over our consciousness, we will fall into madness. So let's make sure the boat stays on course.
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Lament! Clouds high, the birds call. Nowhere to run.
I will have order.
Evil conquering. Here. Useless.
Solidify!
Look! The four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky!
Stabilize!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Solidify!
Got it! Wind Strider! Time to go!
Solidify!
Clouds high, the birds call! Wind Strider!
Stabilize!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Their penance is due.
Guilty!
Their penance is due.
As one with wind and cloud!
Solidify!
Nowhere to run!
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's...
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord...
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance.
Hey! You've done a great job, Nahida! So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater... But...
Is that... Are you...
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were. We are manifestations of the same nature.
We're...
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge.
That's a great insight, yes. But it's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time, along with the blessings from your past experience. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the Seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul,
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone, which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all of the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution.
Wait, no,
So you realize what that implies? Irminsul has all the knowledge, removing me from but This is the only way to save Earth.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is...
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As these are the words in their entirety. Let the world come... We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams. I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside just now. Yeah, what's wrong? Huh? That sound.
I've been waiting here for...
The doctor. What if...
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the... Don't worry. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally.
Negotiate with me?
I left Sumeru. Even the god of...
You mean...
An astute, even the same individual will have different cognition. A long time ago, observation is the first step of any experiment. So I saved. That's all there is to it.
It's an insult to the life inherent.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia...
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any... It was my
The academia... You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had... Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same...
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging.
Oh no, I certainly have. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over. For example, Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Didn't you say you were...
After all,
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now, and...
awaken the heavenly... Do you think that's real?
The heavenly principles have been Will the destruction of... Do you dare?
Gamble? House, I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your... But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, Indeed. I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only... But this electron... Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of...
Price? Interesting. What price?
How about erasing...
So this is how you wish to restrict. Segments are Yes. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it were... What did you s...
Like you said, being as smart as you...
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then...
You sure didn't hesitate much.
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me, besides, with my abilities. But what I'd like to know is...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here. The future of Sumeru City will... There won't be any...
It truly another chess piece. And where is you?
Don't be greedy.
No, this is a different transaction. If you Besides... Oh... Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way.
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Arrogant as...
Let me ask you. Have you, in all your mighty knowledge, ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat...
Huh?
That's the secret. Once I finish with negotiations, we've all gotten what we want.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Are you awake? Kale says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from go- Come on, Traveler! Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yep, yep. I prepared some breakfast today. It's nice to have you. Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. And Paimon bets they're up. Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night. Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with. Oh, it's. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyano's reinstatement as the general. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in. Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Everyone's aware of you. Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look. Oh, before.
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me.
Huh?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know all about the celebration.
Celebration feast? No.
Huh? But didn't.
Perhaps, or.
Come to think of it, you and Kale are both.
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest.
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first. As a result, work has increased for the Forest Ranger.
That sounds really.
There's nothing we can do, but that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out.
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay!
Hold up, I guess I see this. Hope is it? I'm sorry, sir.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Hey, Nilu! Traveler, Paimon! We got your letters, so here we are! You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied. Huh? Are we the... Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like Nilou is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then because Paimon thinks everybody will love...
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilou is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense! It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camp.
Ooh, good idea.
There's always a lot going on at the Great... Yeah. Traveler and Paimon, could you help if for some reason they didn't... Yeah! We can also check out how When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person. Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him, but you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Oh? Who else was looking for...
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip.
No way!
Ah.
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there!
Just put down that worthless... This isn't... It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority...
Oh?
Would I be here asking you if I knew?
Well...
Huh?
Oh. Don't...
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it? Huh. Maybe it's because...
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, you... See?
It's... Ha! Well, then you...
Are you threatened? Ugh. And don't change the subject! You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on.
Don't get me started!
So...
Like I need to tell you.
No.
I was in the desert, which is true. Hold on, wait.
Well...
Ha! And you think I'd believe...
Look. All you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you.
We're running some errands for Nilu.
Letter?
Nilu said she...
If she addressed... I've been busy these days, so...
Have you always...
Of course not.
Tainari told us...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to...
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. At least, it's said that when the numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded, only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6 great schools have stood the test of time, and now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately...
So who's managing things in the...
Yes. Normally, new sages...
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge
Yes, about that. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand...
Huh?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, alright.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within... And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars, which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy...
All right.
But I'm willing to go. No, I'm kidding. I'm forgetting I'm still live streaming. And it's quiet. Ugh.
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
It's been a while.
Dinyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? No.
Yeah!
That's right.
Why do you still...
Resignation? You mean you're...
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homeyanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should. When I took this job, I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test.
Huh? But we literally just...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still...
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither.
Ugh, forget about it. Alhaitham probably just like...
But you know, it's because you're...
In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds...
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later.
I don't want to see you go, but...
I'm glad to hear you say... Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not once the whole dendro... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd...
Huh?
Well, no. Not yet, at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time?
Oh, did Nilou write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos.
Huh. It was... My lady has been...
Right, and...
So what it really sounds like is that...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilou asked us to come and...
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important.
Yes, she's...
Great!
Oh, count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code?
Since it's being
All right, then...
The feast will be held in...
Sure.
Thank you so much for...
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Rama...
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh.
But as for Rahman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with... Don't mention it.
All right, I'm...
Useless.
It's been a while since we last visited Aruville. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well!
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tighnari...
That's good to hear.
Yeah!
You're welcome.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh!
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief, but you know one of the
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help.
Roman!
Oh.
Oh!
Don't worry.
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here.
Oh, tell us it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I suppose I've decided to...
What?
It's not that I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here.
Wow!
Sataria will return to support education. She can't teach
Yes, that is the true meaning.
The people of the stars have always guided care.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel...
You deserve...
Sataria's idea will bring much good...
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were... Sataria, you tread a treacherous... Sataria, why haven't you gone home? These words sparked something, and I gathered up the courage.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me...
Lord Sino helped. My plan was able to go...
You're all doing...
Aside from that, I also...
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia.
That's exact...
Apart from this, we must be persistent about this, and maintain these
This is the first time... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful I hope people with...
Enough about us. No, not at all. Neither wanted to write. A celebration at the feast will also be... although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated.
Celebration? It's the first...
Tighnari was right.
This feast is...
It's rare to see that kind...
No, not really.
Well, I still have a lot to handle.
I'm afraid I won't be able to. The messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing. And someday...
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as...
Got it.
Looks like we're the last ones to...
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But
I propose that the...
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about...
Everything looks quite good.
wow. Whoa.
The food was everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way with words.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of...
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan, and moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah. Everyone gave it their all when it was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part. And thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face?
Even if those two giants, those sages really have some... If you bite the hand...
Perhaps I shouldn't.
You could simply tell...
I respect our deities to... While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become...
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way?
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind...
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it would...
By that, you mean...
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the...
You flatter me.
All right then. How about...
That's right.
you be happy?
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy.
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts. Unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by... I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often come to such places. I have a lot to handle these days. There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast is pretty good. I like it.
Well, how is it? It's the first time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of... I can't explain...
My lady.
Yes, what an amazing place to relax.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy, Nilou.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up, of course. Just wake. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Oh, is it not convenient for you to do that for... But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and... What if I end up scaring them and ruining... Okay. Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being.
everyone.
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about...
It's me.
Huh?
Hold up.
I didn't expect to have...
No, of course not. Are you?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I...
Yes.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could think of... Thank you. Without you, without any... Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. Please, allow me to present to you my...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for...
Dingerzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you...
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
I'm honored. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. Alright, since she should be in the Academia...
Hello, traveler. What a fantastic night.
So are we.
Is there anything you want to know? You mean, what happened? Not exactly. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to... I'm sure you remember the entity that changed. In fact, The Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it was just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by, and as for the exchange served as both punishment for the Doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I could... He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? As far as I know, that nation operates on a judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. As Archon, she's still... Anyway, let's just... Are you sure?
Huh?
About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
Yeah,
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after...
What?
There's only one possible explanation. He belongs...
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Tevat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do...
But even that...
Something else I noticed was that...
What's a descender? Paimon...
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my... A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. There are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida.
The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your...